What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of FightCast. Today we evaluate. Well, first of all, we want to go ahead and evaluate that cray card that just went down. Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker. UFC 243 was cray because of this card. This was first of all, that walkout was ridiculous. Israel, that walkout that Israel did was redonkulous. Okay, never has that happened. Okay, where we come out with dancers. After we go ahead and do our own little dance routine, I'm going to go ahead and do a cartwheel, one-handed cartwheel. Yeah, he hit the one-handed cartwheel, and then he's making his way onto the ring. This is unprecedented. Now, he's not the first person, granted, that, had great showmanship coming to the cage. But he's the only one that has perfected a cartwheel and dance moves while doing it. Like dance moves in such a way that, damn, this dude can really fucking dance. He not only can dance, this dude can do flips and shit too, and he knocks people out, as we can see early in the second round. Yes, this was ridiculous. This is the type of performance world champions put on. And this is what Israel Adesanya became within 18 months in the UFC. This guy's a star. Redonkulous. Okay? You could probably... You could look at him like a year ago. I'll go ahead and look at his Instagram. I started following him after his very first fight. And this guy, Rob Wilkerson, and he was just piecing him up, just smashing him. And now, these motherfuckers literally just took over the middleweight division against bigger, stronger dudes. He's taller. Israel is taller, but bigger, stronger dudes like Robert Whittaker's getting pieced up. He gets straight up dealt with. Okay, straight up dealt with. There was never... Okay, Robert came out... First of all, he got almost knocked out in the first round. At the end of the first round, he would have got slept and finished if he was saved by the bell. Then we go ahead and go to the second round. Second round, basically go ahead and get to another crazy exchange where we see the Matrix done by Israel. Then he comes back and just blasts them with a hook directly to the chin. Great accuracy on Israel Adesanya. It was just amazing accuracy the whole fight. He is doing the best job against bigger guys, baiting them. Basically looking like he's about to, or he could succumb to being hit, and then he just doesn't get hit, and then he hits you. And that's what sucks so bad for these guys. Like, Robert was in really nice and tight, when he was throwing his punches. But still, he was managed to get eluded. Israel was eluding the punches even inside, and being able to chip away. And he just chipped away at the granite. And the thing is about it, Israel, tall and slender like that, those guys hit hard. No lie. Because they have all this length going forward. Okay, so when you go against guys like that, they utilize their length, and their punches just feel stiff. Feel real stiff. It feel like getting hit by bone. That's literally what it feels like. So, it's like almost worse to go against a guy that has like just bone power like that. Boom, boom. They just feel hard and stiff, like, and they just take away from you. They just take away from you. And so, and he hit them so accurately. I mean, straightly placed on his chin twice, once in the first, then the second. He became a sniper in this fight, more than he's been a sniper in any other fight. Okay, so hats off to Israel Adesanya. I mean, that's ridiculous. We're just looking at the numbers. Oh my gosh, total strikes. Okay, so everything tipped basically in Israel's favor when you go ahead and go back and look on this card on Fight Metrics. Ridiculous. Israel Adesanya, basically, if we break it down by rounds, so let's go significant strikes in round one. Significant strike landed was 20 out of 44 for Israel Adesanya. All right, so that's pretty good, 45%. Robert Whittaker in the first round, significant strikes, 17 out of 66, which drops down to only 25%. So a higher percentage, almost doubling the percentage. Basically, it went up by 20% on Israel's part. And the things about it is, then we go into strikes landed to the head. 14 out of 38 on Israel. Robert Whittaker only landed 6 out of 49. So he was doing a lot of swinging and missing, which we saw during that fight. He was doing just like mega swinging and missing. So it was pretty ridiculous. So yeah, it was pretty cray. Accuracy was on point. Israel 2 out of 2 to the leg in the first round, so 100% there, and landed 20 out of 44 from distance. So obviously he's gonna land from distance. So crazy stuff, man. Robert has a menacing style where you don't know what he's going to do, and he does these 2-3-piece combinations that are just really they're it looks almost out of sync. It look because it looks like kind of like a herky emotion with it, but he throws so much power behind it, and you don't know what he's gonna do, and so he could just surprise you and knock your ass out. So it can be really simple. Yeah. That's why Robert could just. I mean, how he did Jacare like that. I mean, this guy's violent, man. He if he hits you hard enough. The thing is, Israel eluded all the hard stuff, all the power, eluded all the power. It was amazing. It was like the Matrix. It literally was. Yeah. This was a great fight altogether. Round 2 was pretty much the same thing. I mean, 13 out of 42 landed, and 14 out of 48 landed for head strikes. So they're almost significant in round 2. The thing is, in that round 2, it was just like that huge strike at the very end. I mean, there was significant strikes. 39% for Israel Adesanya landed, and 30 for Robert Whittaker in the second round. The thing is, 5 out of 5 for Israel Adesanya to the legs. It was just accuracy, just complete accuracy inside that fight, and this speaks volume for the middleweight division. It speaks volume for that gym. Those guys train on New Zealand. Him and his buddy there, Dan Hooker. And so Dan Hooker had an amazing outing. I mean, those highlights were ridiculous. He was just blasting Adequina. I thought that was a horrible matchup for Adequina right there. I mean, he just got done fighting a kickboxer. Now he's going to go against an even better kickboxer. Like, literally, that was silly. Okay, Donald Cerrone was an amazing kickboxer. Is an amazing kickboxer. All right, that's the reason why he didn't fare well. So then you go against another kickboxer, Dan Hooker. What the fuck? Dan Hooker's a monster, dude. Super monster. Just got this huge mug. Let me see here. It's epic. It keeps all your drinks cold for 64. No. Keeps it cold for like 24 hours. But 64 ounce mug though. Pretty cool. Yeah. No pun intended for them. I wasn't trying to put them on blast. All right. So, but great card it was. So what's next for these guys right here? I mean, what's next for Robert Whittaker? Okay. What's really next for Robert Whittaker? Well, I think a fight with Jared Cannonier. I think a fight with Ed Hermanson, Jack Hermanson. I mean, I think they're both coming off losses now. If he fights Jack Hermanson, shoot, that's an amazing draw right there. That's going to do ridiculous numbers. Okay, that's a great fight for Jack Hermanson, and that's a great fight for Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker take his head off. Okay, boom. That elevates him right back. He's right back where he was again. Okay, same thing with a Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier's got to fit in there. He's got to fit somewhere inside the middleweight division. Now he's coming, man. He's a big guy. He's a big boy. He hits hard. So we're gonna see exactly where he fits inside the picture. So there's a lot of headhunters, man. Paulo Costa is coming. They want that fight to happen. They marketed that fight that way. So it's gonna be ridiculous, man. And I think that would be an amazing fight right there. Paulo Costa versus Israel Adesanya. That would be amazing. I just couldn't. I have to see it. I have to see exactly. I have to see how that fight's gonna go. That would be legendary. And so yeah, I mean, they're both amazing kickboxers. Paulo Costa's display against Yoel Romero was ridiculous. I mean, he really really put on a great display of striking right there. Also, octagon control, the way he was just stalking him going forward. His Muay Thai looks ridiculous, and he's such an animal. He's such a strong, beastly character that, his shit's going to hit you. And his stuff, he puts a lot of weight behind his punches. So, yeah, he's very, lifts a lot of weight behind his kicks. He could take a punch. He could take a hit. That dude's a monster, man. Paulo Costa is definitely one of the best fighters at middleweight, in the middleweight division right now. He's huge. He's so jacked. And he's young, too. And he's going to end up going to light heavy. He's going to be big. He's going to be big. He could probably go to heavyweight. That dude's huge. That dude's gigantic, man. I mean, at some point in his career, he could probably fight at heavyweight. Like 8 years from now or something. He probably could fight a heavyweight and just smash everybody. Literally. He's so good. He's so fleet-footed. So powerful. If he moves up a weight class, he's just going to take more power with him. Those punches are going to have even more power. So, man, I like to see those fights. I like to see that. I think that... okay, so let's go. We know what we want for basically that division, for the middleweight division. Who needs to be next? All right, Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa, Robert Whittaker, like we're talking about Jack Hermanson, or Jared Cannonier. So you got all these people that you can go ahead and place in here. Dan Hooker, man, now he's on the tear again. After that loss to Edson Barboza, he's on the tear. Who's next? Who's next for Dan Hooker? Man. Dan Hooker, Cowboy? Dan Hooker, Cowboy. That'd be amazing. Dan Hooker, Cowboy fight. Shoot, man, that fight would be lit. Yes, I don't know what's going to happen to that fight. I think, against other kickboxers, Cowboy might lose, but he might win too. He might knock him out. You never know. You just never know. He might knock him out. You just never know. He could just piece him up. That would be a crazy fight. You don't know what would happen in that fight. I'm gonna slightly go towards Dan Hooker, but I don't know. I like Cowboys Muay Thai. I hope that fight happens, but if not, Dan Hooker is gonna be in there against somebody in the top 5. And that's pretty much gonna settle itself out in the 55 division right now. Yeah, just with Tony Ferguson, what he's chasing with Khabib. Dustin Poirier, Dan Hooker sounds great, but Dustin does not want that right now. He does not want to fight him. So I don't think Dustin needs to fight Dan Hooker. Dustin Poirier. I think that'd be a bad business decision. Yeah, I think and things about it is that if you look at Dan Hooker, I mean, yeah, he beat Alaquina, but that doesn't mean that you should go against a finalist. Go against somebody that just competed for the title, off Alaquina win. So, yeah, I think you should fight someone in the top 10, definitely. But, that not off of just an Alaquina win. Alaquina, I don't know what he's ranked right now, but it's not high. Yeah, because he lost to Cowboy too. Bad. Really, really bad. Yeah, so, we'll see how this all works out. But, let's talk about the future. All right, guys. So, coming up here, let me see here. We got to go into what's really about to go down. You know what? They got some new... Let me see here. Oh, yes. Now, I was just looking at that Tai Tuivasa fight. Man, he got worked. He was doing well than Sergey Spivak. That dude's a monster, man. On bottom, man. Ground and pound was ridiculous. Yes, Tuivasa. Yeah, that dude could. He was taking major blows to the jaw. Taking major blows. Goodness. All right, so this next fight that's going to be going down, UFC Fight Night, Joanna versus Waterson. Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She emerges back on the scene. trying to go ahead and get her. She needs to get back to her winning ways. Get back to her winning ways. You know, she went ahead. Now she's coming off 2 losses in a row. Yeah, coming off two losses in a row right now. She needs to go and get back to her winning ways. Against top-notch opponents, though. All right, I mean, against very top-notch opponents. This is Michelle Waterson's opportunity right now to claim that she is top-notch. Strong word. She needs to take advantage of Joanna right now. Wow. Joanna's coming off these losses to see if she can go ahead and really she's going to have to put pressure on her. She's going to have to put a lot of pressure on her because Joanna, once she gets started, man, she just starts landing a whole bunch of crazy stuff on you. And then you're just subject to take all that abuse because she lands so much. She lands so many punches on you, man, and it's heartbreaking to see like how good she's way too good. And so Michelle should make it. She should do her karate, but make it dirty too. Make it dirty too. Get in there, grind with her, beat her up a little bit because Joanna, you know, if you get in there and you grind with her, man, bruh. She might get beat up. She might get beat up. Okay, we saw that with Thug Rose. Yeah, she might get beat up. So you gotta make sure. Cub Swanson is gonna be fighting Kron Gracie on that card. So that's a huge matchup for the jiu-jitsu world. All right, because you know they're all about Kron. All right, so Cub Swanson, man, that's gonna be a good fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope it don't go to the ground, but you know it's probably gonna go to the ground because Kron Gracie is fighting. So at some point it's gonna have to go to the ground. So I hope Cub Swanson does everything he can to keep that fight standing though. That's what needs to happen inside this. All right, it doesn't need to be ground war. So if it does go to the ground, I want Cub to just hop back up, like literally just do this fight standing. Yeah, like literally, if I was Cubs coaches, that's what you need to do. Don't go to the ground. You don't need to go to the ground with Kron Gracie. Yeah. All right. Mackenzie Dern fights on there against Amanda Rabaz. And so, yeah, that's going to be a good one there. Luis Pina versus Matt Fratrola. Eric Anders versus Gerald Mershart. Nico Price fights James Vick. Ooh, that's going to be a good fight right there, man. Oh, shoot. Nico Price fighting James Vick. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Brian Spann. What's that? Ryan Spann versus Devin Clark. Hell yeah. Max Payne Griffin versus Alex Monroe. Okay. Tim Elliott's on that card versus Delvisan Figueiredo. All right. That's going to be a good card next weekend. Marion Vera versus Andre Well. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. So we'll talk a little bit more about this. I want to see that James Vick versus Nico Price matchup. And this Max Griffin versus Alex Morono. Yes, Max Payne Griffin. Yeah, Max Payne. He's pretty good, man. He's pretty good. Yeah, he needs to just get on a win streak. Eric Anders versus Gerald Mershart. That's gonna be those guys are huge. They're fucking massive looking. Eric Anders at middleweight is scary. So yeah. Let's take a look at this one. We'll go into that one a little bit more detailed. All right, when we come back. All right, we'll see you guys on another episode of Fight Night. Did I just say Fight Night? Bruh, it's FightCast. We'll see y'all later. I was over there thinking about, what was that thing called? Yeah, Fight Night. Fight Night. Yeah, it's playing that game. But this is FightCast, bruh. It goes down here on FightCast. We'll talk more about the UFC Fight Night coming back. It's going to be epic. Such epic times. Joanna versus Walterson. Coming your way. Whew, what a crazy weekend of fights. Crazy. FightCast. Damn. Go.